Hello everyone, my name is Tyson. I'm the director of this film, Catching Culture by Its Tail, and I have an exclusive behind-the-scenes interview with Dante Absena, the student body president, who was with me at both my cultural events that inspired this movie. First was the LGBTQ conference, which you'll hear more about later, and the second was my hot pot experience, which was fantastic, so thank you and stay tuned. Hey everyone, this is Tyson. How you doing? I have Dante Absena with me. I went to the Stand Out, Stand Together conference. It was held by the GSBA, which is LGBTQ scholarship fund program. And LGBTQ, for those who don't know, is lesbian, gay, transgender, queer, and questioning as well. And I've never been to this event before. I've never been in anything like that. A few stereotypes. It was held down at the Marriott on the waterfront, downtown Seattle.
What was your expectation?
Well, to be completely honest, I thought I'd see some drag queens and just kind of like what Hollywood, some of the stereotypes I got from TV were, you know, some flamboyant people. I might even got hit on by a bunch of men or women. I wasn't sure. But I wanted to be a part of the culture. I wanted to support you. I also wanted to support the culture. And just be an active member in the community. And it's a good support. It's a good group. So I wanted to be a part of that, and so I was grateful to be able to go. Also got to hang out with some of the people that weren't at the table and interact with them and talk and break some of those stereotypes as well. They're so professional. You would never know that they were gay or questioning or lesbian. Yeah, you'd never know, and I knew that. But you know, when you go to an event, I was expecting
this preset, like,
because everyone knows that they're supporting it, that they would be a little bit more open about it and flamboyant about it, and so it was refreshing at the same time. I was so proud to be there, to be a part. Some of the nonverbal communication that was going on at the culture, there was. The DJ had this leopard print jacket, and just kind of representing that he's proud and he's loud.
Yeah, maybe just a representation of his, you know, not flamboyancy, but just like celebrating the community.
Celebrating the community, and it wasn't in a way that was offensive or like, hey, I'm gay and I'm proud. It was just, hey, I'm proud to be who I am.
Exactly.
And so that I thought that was.
I think
great.
that was the message. Yeah. You gotta. That's the same thing. Stand out. Stand together. You know. You don't have to stand out and say like, oh, I'm gay to the whole world or I'm lesbian. But I think it's like I am a human who is successful in business, who's successful in my career, and here I am. I'm giving back to my community. I'm giving back to students who are struggling with their finances, supporting their college education.
Dante, could you explain or describe a little bit of that culture of what you were participating in there at that event for my fellow students?
I mean, I know like media or just where you come from, there's a misrepresentation of the queer community, which is short for LGBTQ community. I got the scholarship from the GSBA. And it wasn't oh, you're gay, you get the scholarship. It wasn't like that. It was like about, they say, 1,200 applicants this year, and about at least 30 students got the scholarship. And awesome. And usually they recognize students, you know, high school or college students who are making a difference, not just in their queer or gay community, but in community at large, whether that's excelling in what they do in college, with their research paper, in music, in arts, or in acting, or being involved socially and promoting social justice, not just for the queer community, but for low income, for immigrants, for people like you, college students. So that's they were recognizing students who are supportive of that causes.
Dante was the one who invited me to the event, so I appreciate that. And there's a lot of things that I learned at the event. One of the greatest things was that it's powerful to gather together in numbers and to see the support in these co-cultures within our culture. And so thank you again, Dante.
No problem.
Transitioning to the other co-culture that I participated in, also with Dante, surprisingly, was I went down to this Hong Kong bistro and had hot pot for the very first time. And being in that environment, it was like 3 in the morning, and there was 4 or 5 of us there hanging out and having a great meal at 3 in the morning. That was quite an experience for me as well. Going to the hot pot and being surrounded. I was the only white guy there, and
you had all these questions. What is this?
All these questions, like how do you use this utensil? How do you what am I supposed to do? What are the cultural norms and how do I order? Do I order?
I think that's how you break.
What's on the menu?
That's how you break stereotypes. You know, you're asking questions. You ask the community, "Hey, who are you? Who are you guys? What do you guys do? What is this hot pot? What is this food for? I mean, what is this chopsticks for?" And I think that's the underlying message probably of your project is the not knowing is fear. It creates fear.
Fear and stereotypes that
by being open and curious and asking questions and being respectful at the same time, and then you get the answers that you want, and hopefully you take that back with you and like, wow, I've learned something new.
Exactly, and I really did, and it was a really great experience, and got to try some amazing food that I probably would have never tried if I didn't go with a group of people that are so amazing, like you and my friend Jenny. Jenny, come over here with me real quick. She's saying no. I was going to interview her, but she's hiding. Anyways, that was a really great experience as well. But again, some stereotypes going into that was that it was going to be funny foods and things I've never seen, and no one was going to be able to speak English, speak American. No, I'm just joking. And it was. I thought I was going to look like a fool being a white guy trying to use chopsticks or in that environment. Not that I don't know how to use chopsticks, but just being able to partake and experience it fully without offending anybody, and it actually was the best experience at 3 in the morning dinner that I've ever had. So it was really great, and it was really fun, and that's my project. I hope you in the class enjoyed this. I know I enjoyed my cultural experience, and I hope everyone else learned something new about something that they experienced.
I can say something.
Yes, and
I think I really like this project. I think because it informs and you to think critically, and learning another culture. But I think bottom line is like we want to be part of something. I mean, and which is great, but at the same time, being respectful of different groups.
Definitely. So. Well, thanks, Dante, for letting me interview you and being a part. Thank you, class. Thank you, Tila. Have a great summer, everyone.
That's a 4.0 right there.